I'm calling my insurance company right now for the tow. No, I'm going to have my insurance company tow it. I appreciate it. Okay, so you will address me with the respect of the citizen that you serve. Okay, my son has just been in an accident.
You're going to calm down. You're going to calm down right now.
No, I'm not
going to calm down. Back off 3 feet. Back off 3 feet.
This is not going to be a
Back off 3 feet. Back off.
You just assaulted me.
Back off 3 feet. Back off.
You just assaulted me. You just assaulted me.
No, I told you to back off 3 times.
You just assaulted me.
You're not going to talk to me like that?
Hey,
with an aggressive manner.
Don't touch him.
Step back.
Don't touch him.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop with the attitude.
Stop it.
Sergeant, now.
Where are you driving?
Supervisor, now.
You're listening to me?
Supervisor, now.
Supervisor.
Supervisor.
Lower your tone of voice.
Son, I got this. Tyler, I got it. Got it. Tyler, get in the car. Get in the car. Or go. I'm willing to. I'm willing to. When you're ready to treat me like the citizen that you serve, you let me know. Until then, get me your supervisor. Get me your supervisor.
Back off.
Don't talk to my son that way. No, you can't. You will act professional as it outlines in your...
talking to me like that. We will not communicate
Sergeant.
like that.
Sergeant.
My son will be on the way, but you will not talk to me like that.
I will talk to you any way I want. You will treat me with respect. He was.
Driver license insurance, please, now to me.
Tyler, now.
By the law.
Now. 28-1595 requires that you do that. I know my laws, sir.
Good for you, sir. Do you still live here?
Yes.
What's the good phone number for you? What happened?
Don't answer any questions.
He has to.
No, he doesn't. By law, he does not have to.
By law, he has to. I'm investigating
Sergeant,
a crash.
it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to participate in your
back
investigation.
Off. You're going to back up right now.
He does not.
Are you involved in this?
He's my minor child. I will decide
Are you involved in this or not?
He is my minor child.
Are you involved in this crash or not?
You're dismissed.
Get off the street, sir. Please.
You're dismissed.
Please get off the street.
Your
cannot
ego
dismiss me.
is driving a check
Get
you
off the
cannot
street,
cash.
please.
You've already assaulted me.
You know what?
You've already assaulted me.
Disobeying orders of police officer while police investigation is intact and ongoing.
No.
You have to obey the
obstruction cannot be physical or verbal. It only has to be.
Don't yell at me.
I'm going to go get that. You know what? Criminal? Hey, tell me, is it a criminal investigation or a government? Okay. Is it a government? You got a better shot at government investigation. Awesome. Fucking assaulted. So, is it governmental investigation or criminal investigation? Here's the law. Obstructing a criminal investigation. Did I bribe you? Did I bribe you? Did I misrepresent myself? Did I use intimidation or force or threats of force to obstruct?
Dad, where's our insurance?
We have a copy of the insurance right here. It's not current, so do what you're going to do with that. The policy is current.
This is registration.
put your hands on me. Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the law enforcement agent. You have to obey my orders.
No, I
This
don't.
isn't Nazi Germany.
I am the
sir.
citizen that you
This
serve.
isn't Nazi Germany, sir. Is your body cam on?
Absolutely, absolutely yes.
Awesome,
All the time.
awesome. Your sergeant's going to be reviewing that later. Your sergeant's going to watch you
Yes,
put your
you will.
hands on me.
Officer, I gave you a warning 2
Right.
times to back off with aggressive manner that you had.
I didn't move. You approached me. You approached
Because I'm
me.
investigating the scene.
No,
And you stepped
you
into my
approached
face.
me
I'm done
to
talking
use
to
your
you.
ego.
Sir, back off.
What? No,
You
I'm fine
are-
right here.
You are interfering with police investigation. Now this is official. You will back off and let me conduct my police investigation
Where
of
to
this
go?
crash. Simple as that.
Here's the law, sir. You want to point out where
I
you're
just
wrong?
read you a law.
You didn't read me nothing. I have the law right here. It's written. Obstruction of a criminal investigation.
Yeah, I know.
1324 132409. Let him write the ticket. It's okay. It gets dismissed in court.
I have that.
Can't look it up. Can't look it up. My insurance?
Absolutely.
Why don't you though?
No, I'm not looking it up. You're required by law to carry with you in the car.
Just drop it, Tyler. He's gonna be like that.
What happened here?
Don't answer any questions.
Talk to your supervisor. Talk to my supervisor.
This is all because I wanted to get my own tow truck. You know that, right?
Freaking storage went full.
Huh?
My storage went full. I'm not.
Oh no, well,
I'm not.
dude, I got the laws written down right here. You supposed to trust me with obstruction?
Don't
Look.
answer shit.
No, I walked up to him. I said, "You want to point out to me where you're wrong?"
I wouldn't answer shit because he's gonna try and pin it on your son like crazy. No, I'm not talking to him. He's got, and then he's all happy jolly with them.
Right.
He's laughing it up with them.
It's because I wanted it. Because I told him I was going to use my own tow truck.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. Yeah,
Right.
You're allowed to do that. Yeah.
Sweet, I got it all. You didn't know I was recording. I got an app on my phone. It's called Quick Record, and your phone operates just like a normal phone, but it
Really?
keeps recording.
Nice.
They won't ever know you're recording.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got the whole thing when he assaulted. Did you see him assault me?
He'll put hands on you.
Yeah.
He can't touch you.
Fuck that guy.
He knows he's in the wrong too.
Yeah, he does. You should have seen the look on his face when I pulled out the law and said, "Hey, you want to point out to me where you're wrong?"
My storage went full.
Yeah, that thing he's trying to pin the shit on him.
No. See, I'm a private investigator.
Oh, okay.
I know my laws.
Yeah.
So I keep them with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Smart dude, yeah.
You know, I keep them with me just because of assholes like this.
I was a firefighter for 10 years. You know how many times we get into fights with cops?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
My dad's the chief of the Cape Creek, and he literally has had to tell cops, get the fuck out of my scene. This
Yeah.
is mine. Get out of here.
Right? Dude, he comes 20 minutes after the accident happens. He comes rolling up here. Whoop, whoop. He's like he's a fucking hero. And the fireman starts making fun of him too. And I go, "Hey man," I go, "remember, they're just, every one of them's a hero." And I wink at him. And he laughs at me. He goes, "Yeah, they don't all wear capes." Hey man, I appreciate it.
I suggest you take it down. So let's put it on the truck.
You're gonna steal. You're gonna.
If my tow truck runs
You've delayed
the
me
vehicle
from
has
getting
to
my
be
own
moved
tow
from
truck.
from the streets because it's blocking the traffic.
Oh, so yeah,
If your
it could have
tow
been
truck
done.
comes first, I have no problem.
I'll talk to your sergeant.
Yeah, we'll talk to you,
Just advise
sergeant. Wait, yeah. Nice response time, by the way. Good luck. I never got your name and badge number, by the way, please. Officer, can I have your name and badge number? So you're refusing to identify? Chapter 3.24? Okay. Hey, sir, over here. I don't want you to be in traffic. How you doing today, sir? I've had better afternoons. My son had a car accident. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. We're going to, wait till tomorrow. The adrenaline will wear off. But he's young, and I think it's going to bounce
Are those
back.
the other people that were
Yeah, this is the other people.
Everyone's okay?
Everybody's going to go home in their own bed tonight,
Okay.
I believe. So, yeah.
Okay.
So
That's good.
that's good news. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to encourage you to review this officer's body camera.
Okay.
According to your guys' policy, you're supposed to identify when asked. And just right before you got up, I forgot to ask him during our interaction. He didn't give it to me. I asked him for his name and badge number so I can reference him properly to you.
Okay.
There's your sergeant. Okay. Since he came up, the first words that we had together were, I've already called a tow truck. And at that time, I was literally on the phone with the insurance company calling a tow truck. I said, I prefer to use my own tow truck. No, you'll use ours or whoever. If you're gets here, he just starts in with this literally an attitude right off the bat because I wasn't compliant to his authority. And that's really what this whole situation boiled down to.
So basically,
and then
so definitely a lack of communication is what you're
oh
trying
no,
to tell me?
he escalated immediately.
Okay.
And he starts coming up to me, and I said, officer, you need to check yourself and address me with the respect of the citizen that you serve. Okay? I could just see it was go. I'm a private investigator for 30 years, trained interrogator. I read body language. Okay? It's what I do. Like you, it's what I do for a living. Okay? I immediately saw his going up.
Okay.
I checked him. Okay? At which point he proceeded. I was standing either off the curb, just on this side of the curb, or on that side of the curb. I can't remember which. But he was about where he is now. And then he walks all the way over to me, gets right in my face, and says, take 3 steps back. Now, your officer just approached me from over 10, 15 feet away to walk up to me and give me an unlawful order to take 3 more steps back. I refused. That was an unlawful order.
Trying to get you out of the street? Or
No, I was literally on the curb. I was literally either on this side of the curb or standing in the gutter by the car. All right, we had several cars here. The fire department was there. I wasn't in the street. I wasn't obstructing anybody's way. You know, like I said, he was over there. He was almost by his motorcycle, by his bike. I was there. And he walked all that distance over to me to tell me, take 3 steps back.
Okay.
To which I refused. That's an unlawful order. He's totally disrespecting me at this point. Complete and utter disrespect. At which point I said, my son was just in an accident, and this is the way that you want to handle this situation, or something to that effect. Right? It's on his body cam. It's on mine. Okay. It was an act. My intention was not to record the police. Okay. I've got an app on my phone that records, and I can still function with my phone. But as an investigator, document everything. Right. So my phone was recording, not for him. Okay. He put his hands on me. He pushed me back when I refused. He assaulted me. Simple assault. You know that, Sergeant. You don't put your hands on somebody. All right. 13-2409, obstruction of criminal investigation. I think he had a better shot at me at governmental operations, but he wanted to go after me for obstruction. Okay. I checked him on it. I keep a copy of that shit in my car. I got the law. I said, you want to tell me where you're wrong? Right? I didn't bribe him. I didn't represent myself. I didn't make threats or use force or threats of force to interfere in his investigation whatsoever. Obstruction cannot be a physical act. Right?
Okay.
And he wants to sit there and threaten to charge me with obstruction when he walked all the way over to me, assaulted me, by definition of the law. You guys do your internal investigation, we did nothing wrong, all that kind of garbage. I get that, probably not even worth me going through the process to even deal with it. But
it's always worth your time and effort to do that.
Well, here's the conversation I would like you to have with that officer. Okay. Hey, I spoke with that citizen, and here's what that citizen told me. I'm one guy. Okay, I'm one guy. Now my son, that's 2 guys.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
How many people does he interact with every day? Let's say,
Right.
okay, then let's say he pisses off or inadvertently gives a bad impression of the Phoenix department to 2 people.
Sure.
That's 10 people a week. That's 40 people a month. All right. Now you multiply that by the time of the stories that everybody told. Like, I'm not going to tell this story. Like, I'm not thinking about putting this. I don't post cop videos on YouTube, but I might post this one.
Okay.
All right. But that's not my purpose. My purpose is to check his attitude, for him to remember that he serves the citizens. He does not command. He is not the king of. Just because he says it doesn't make it a law.
Sure.
Any order, if he wants to give me a lawful order, and it's a lawful order, and you know this, Sergeant, I'm venting, a lawful order is backed by a law, not his feelings, not his ego, not what he wants. He gives me a lawful order, I don't break the law. I am going to obey. You know, as we can tell in this conversation, I know my laws, right? But I'm not going to take being disrespected. God forbid my 17-year-old son was alone with that man. And he said he wanted to get his own tow truck. My son might have been in handcuffs and put in jail with the way his attitude was. I mean, he went like that. When he first walked up, everybody was doing other stuff, and he was very polite and said, you know, hey, we're going to get you in a minute. I'm like, cool. You know, I'm on the phone with the insurance, on hold with the insurance company. He's a fucking emotional wreck. You know, we got, but he was cordial at first. But the second I
So the issue was over the tow truck?
Yeah, I wanted to use my own tow truck.
Okay.
Right? Which probably would have been here by now if we didn't have to wait for this whole thing to go down. Sure. Right? My car probably would have beat their car out of here.
Right.
Because I was on the phone with them 40 minutes ago when I had to hang up to deal with that knucklehead.
You have an ETA for your tow truck?
I don't know.
I got transferred.
Yeah, so, but that's what I'm dealing with, man.
Did the officer already get your information and everything?
I didn't let my son. I did not trust that man. I did not let my son. I didn't let.
Talk to him after seeing him push
Yeah.
my dad.
Even after I said.
I didn't feel comfortable giving that guy my information. I didn't know what he was going to do with it. But however, he was going to twist the story if he wanted to. And he seemed way out of control. I did not.
No, we don't. I told my son not to answer any questions.
Okay.
How sad is that I had to tell my son not to trust a cop?
Right.
Not. I mean, 17-year-old kid.
You didn't have to tell me that.
But you know what? How sad is that? I said, okay, I didn't have to tell him. My 17-year-old kid knows not to talk to cops. Right. We don't live in the hood.
Right. Yeah.
But this is the relationship you guys got to build, man.
Well, it doesn't matter where you live. Everyone should be treated with a certain amount of respect.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he doesn't have a lot of police contact or any of that kind of garbage. But already, and it's that type of stuff that builds that disconnect in the community.
Sure. Yeah.
I
understand.
It just, he's sitting there crying in the driver's seat. I'm standing there, and he came over and pushed me. He pushed me so hard, I literally went like this.
Yeah.
And he said, because I told you to. Because he tells me to do jumping jacks is not a lawful order. And for him to walk 15 feet over here to tell me to take 3 steps back, bullshit, Sergeant, and you know that.
All right.
But I'd like to get his name and badge number before I leave.
Yeah, he's doing up a copy of everything right now. So let me go. I'm gonna talk to your son a little bit, okay?
In my company, absolutely. Okay. He's trying to get this tow truck. If you could be patient for a second.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. What?
Give me.
I have been.
Give me 1 second, Sergeant. I don't know what that officer's name is, but I'm going to give you a copy of the Constitution for that man. I think he needs a refresher. Okay. He does not run this town. We do. The people do. He does not have rights. He has duties and privileges when he's in that uniform.
I agree with that. first name, man? What's your first name?
John.
John? Yeah. All right, John. So what
Appreciate
happened?
it.
Yeah, yeah. Relax, man.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man.
So I was coming in to just go straight in to go to Home Depot, and I guess I didn't see the car, the Hyundai, coming straight as well.
Okay.
And then we hit. I thought it was clear on that side, but I looked that side and I checked this way, and I didn't check that side again.
Okay.
Can I get your business card, officer, with your name and badge number per policy, Chapter 3, Section 2.4?
I'll make sure to get you all there. I will.
Policy.
I know.
He doesn't follow policy either. He won't follow the Constitution. He doesn't follow state law, and he doesn't follow his policy.
Listen,
You got a problem, officer, on your hands.
I'm here now. Okay.
My intention.
Why don't we concentrate on each
my
other?
intention
okay?
of that, my intention of that, Sergeant, was to further demonstrate
Sure.
to you
And-
his
and-
ego.
and-
His ego has let him get to the point where he won't even follow a policy in front of his sergeant.
Yeah.
And when I quote the section and the chapter
Just,
of the police manual,
just
enough said.
Just be
My
patient.
point has been made.
Okay. Just be patient with him because he's got to print out everything for everyone. Okay. Because we're dealing with an accident.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
Just,
Look,
just be
making
patient.
my point, sir.
No.
Making my point. I wasn't disrespectful
I
to the
got
man.
you. No, of course not. There's your son's ID. Sure.
But he needs a refresher, man, on who he serves, on what his job is. His job is, most important, his job is to build relationships with the community.
Okay.
That's his number one job,
Sure.
especially in today's environment.
Especially in today's environment.
That's his number one. His number one job isn't to enforce laws. No, you can hear this. His number one job isn't to enforce laws. His number one job is to enforce or to build that relationship with the community.
Sure.
You know, if that means he has to sacrifice his ego a little bit, so be it.
Yeah. I agree. Sometimes people do let their egos get wrapped up in it.
He certainly did today, man.
So this is the citation the officer is going to cite your son for. Here's the accident exchange form. So let me explain a couple things. See, this is the accident exchange form, okay? Obviously the location where everything happened at. Let me see, the incident number is here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading real quick. Yeah. And then before I leave, there's the officer's name and serial number right there. Today's date.
Which again, I'll point out, he did not provide me for policy.
Okay. And then this right here is.
Well, actually, you know what?
Uh-huh.
Check that. Policy says at the end of the incident. So we'll wait till the end of the incident.
Okay.
We'll see if he gives me a business
Okay.
card with his name, badge number, and incident number.
Okay.
That's what the policy says.
Okay.
If I'm going to be a stickler, I got to follow it, right? Right?
Sure,
Right?
sure.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So this is going to be what he's going to be cited for. No proof of insurance due.
It's current.
It just expired.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an easy.
Look, we're on the
way.
phone with the tow truck. They wouldn't be
Yeah,
sending
yeah.
us a tow anyway. I'm not worried about that.
Okay, and then failure to yield that yield sign, I guess, wherever the
Okay.
yield sign is around here. So you just need a signature here. By signing anything doesn't mean that you're immediately guilt. Just means that
He'll
you're
be
making a promise to
signed,
appear.
yeah.
And then again, there's the officer's name and serial
We
number.
can pay out of pocket, right? Because they said our policy is expired.
No, it's not expired. I just talked to him. All right.
John. What? You know,
All right. We'll deal.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'll come back and get
Okay.
back because I think these people want to talk to me too. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Do you want?
Yes. Yeah.
Honda Accord. 2012.
So he just said I leaned into him after he walked 15 feet. He thinks it's funny to assault a citizen.
Alright, sir. Sorry about that. What's your first name?
John.
John. Alright, come on. Step up over here. John, did you get a chance to review your citation and all that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Hold on real quick. I'm sorry. John.
you got it. You're gonna have to sign it.
I have to do driving school. I have to do driving school.
I won't get to the driving school. But I think there's issues with that ticket, so we'll just leave it alone. Don't say anything.
Okay. So that is your copy. Okay. So look at, because your insurance company's gonna ask. This is the accident exchange form right here.
Yeah.
Okay, it has all the information for you, the date and time, location, the incident number, the investigating officer's name and serial number here. Obviously, everyone's involved vehicle, their vehicle, all their contact information for their insurance, and then a copy of the citation. So this, as long as you have a current proof of insurance, that should be.
They changed our policy number.
Oh,
That was the
are
deal.
you kidding me? And they didn't give you a new card?
No,
Okay.
no. So we called the tow and they're saying your policy expired. I'm like, no, give me an agent.
So are they gonna?
It's gonna be on the way.
I think I'm on the last step.
You think you're on the last transfer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, John. So, I mean, obviously, I talked to those people, and I talked to the officer the last, okay? So, what happens in something like this is I come out, I do an initial investigation, I contact all the parties that request me to come out. I give information and everything else.
Hey, from my perspective, you've done a great job.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
familiar.
Thank you,
And
man.
you know, your demeanor is why you're a sergeant. That's why
Thank
you
you,
have
sir.
those stripes,
Oh, well, thank you.
right? See how easy it was to deal with me, to deal with my son,
Sure,
when you have a nice, pleasant attitude.
Sure.
You know, like, you know, I
It
get that
happens.
you take pride that you serve the community.
Yes.
He does not. And he did not give off that air. And
I'm so sorry.
yeah, and you'll see it. Like I said, man, don't take my word for it, right? Video doesn't lie. I'd be happy to eat if you got a card.
Yes, you know what?
I'll make sure that there's a way I can get you a copy of my video as well.
Do you have your ID or like?
No, if you just give me
Sure.
your card, that'd be great.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Can I get your information to contact you or anything?
No,
or?
sir.
No?
No,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
If I could just.
get my license back.
How's that, man?
He never gave me my license.
He gave it to me. So. Yeah, he gave it to me. Yeah, if I can just get your business card with an
It was
email.
with the insurance.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Just
sure-
give
I
me a
remember.
couple minutes too, because I have to talk to these other officers.
I'll be patient, man.
Because we're dealing with another call
Hey,
up
look,
the
man.
road.
Hey, I'll be patient. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, John.
I'm not
Thank
the
you so
asshole
much.
he's trying to make me out to be.
And just let me know what the ETA, like if you get an ETA for the tow or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Sergeant. $536,320. Here, we're gonna stop the video to make a point. Yeah, this insurance, American Family, don't ever recommend them. It's like the third time.
You the runaround?
This is the third time I've had to try and get a tow from them.
Okay.
One time it took 11 hours. They thought the car was coming from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other time it took them 6 hours.
Okay.
So I was hoping to have a better experience, but looks like your boy won.
We're gonna finish clearing this up.
Okay.
Okay.
I cleared out all the shit out of the car.
Oh, you already got
right.
everything that you
How do
needed?
I find out where the vehicle is at?
Yep. You know what? Let me make sure that the officer writes down the tow yard that is going to book.
Okay.
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 Let me write down the incident number for today. My name, my serial number, his name, his serial number, and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
And make sure I get your email address, and I'll
Yes.
shoot you that email.
Sounds good.
Again, Sergeant, I appreciate your
Yeah, of course.
professionalism.
Okay,
Like I said, man, just review that body camera. It was disgusting.
Yes.
I mean, and keep in mind, my son just had an accident. I'm not in the right frame of mind.
Sure.
He's got to consider what he's dealing with. You
I
know?
understand. We're all
So,
human. I get it.
not him.
I get it.
He's super cop.
No one's super.
No, he is. Let me tell you.
Well,
His word is gold.
Well, why'd you give me a chance to talk to him?
Oh,
All right.
I'm just.
I know.
My confidence level is high that you'll address the matter.
Thank
Maybe
you,
not to my satisfaction, but I'm confident that you're going to at least address it. So,
You will.
like I said, that Constitution, he needs to read it and remember who he served.
Okay.
Right?
Let me go write that information down for you real quick.
Okay, I appreciate it, sir.
So.
Does it feel good to be a criminal today? You assaulted a citizen. I left a gift with the sergeant for you. I hope you seriously take it to heart, and I mean that as a human. We're all human beings out here, brother. It's just a matter of respecting each other. This guy's so fucking arrogant. Hold on, let me see. Sorry, everybody. This guy is so arrogant. He thinks just because he wears that badge that he's everybody automatically deserves respect to him, and fuck that noise. Act like a piece of shit, you get treated like a piece of shit. That sergeant was awesome. He had the right demeanor, the right attitude, and there's a reason why he's got those stripes. Look at that, man. He's got 5, 10, 50. You got 20 years and you're still acting like that. He's got 4 stripes on his sleeve. If I'm not mistaken, each one of those is 5 years service. 20, well, there's a reason he doesn't have stripes on his upper part of the sleeve. Oh, man. That's awesome. All right.
Today's date, the incident number, my name, my serial number, the officer's name, his serial number, non-emergency line, and then there's my email down below.
Okay, awesome.
Jose.C.Garcia at
Awesome.
Phoenix.gov. Okay?
Awesome.
So whatever you want to send a copy of, please feel free to do that.
Yeah, one way or another, we'll get that to you.
Okay.
And if I can just get the impound lot where the vehicle's going to be
I'm gonna
towed
go
to,
check
I
with
think
him right now.
our business is concluded.
Okay, sir. You doing all right, man?
Hey, I just made one of my astute observations. He's got 4 stripes on his bottom sleeve, 0 up here.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
Probably a reason for that. Just one citizen's opinion.
Okay. Let me see your accident stage form, John. I'm still feeling used to it.
He's got 2 issues with that ticket. One is that the car is registered, you were registered to the driver. Negative. The second one is that you failed to obey a yield sign.
Failed to know. It said failed to yield a stop sign.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
That's it.
So the towing company for us has about a 15-20 minute standby still, okay? This is the name of the company that the officer called DV Towing.
Okay.
Traffic records, this number right here, and look, John, you might want to, this number right here, this is where the number that you need to call first to find out what impound lot or what lot they're going to take it to.
Okay.
Okay? And then,
All right.
and then they'll give you the address and
Okay.
everything else. Just make sure I reference the incident number up here. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions or anything?
One last concern.
Yeah.
And I hate that I even have to ask this.
Well, what's up?
You make sure he's not going to have them tow it to some,
Oh, no.
you know,
yeah,
to some
that's-
yard that's, you know,
No.
in Flagstaff.
No.
I mean,
No.
I think he stepped in
the
a big
towing
enough
company-
pile of shit
yeah,
today, and I
yeah,
don't think he needs
yeah.
to make it worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
I understand what you mean.
yes, yeah. So,
Okay.
sucks that I even have to say that.
So, all right, sir. I
You know,
understand.
my son-in-law's a cop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my
Where
dad was a cop. He's in the
Oh, yeah.
military. He's an MP in the military.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, I get what you guys do. This isn't about hating cops. It's not about. It's just about being.
You don't have to explain it to me. Man.
It's about being
okay.
disrespected, man. That's what it was all about.
okay.
He ran into the wrong guy that knew every law in the book that he was trying to throw at me,
That's okay.
and that doesn't work with me.
I
Right
get
down
it.
to his policy,
I get it.
which I never
get
got my business card, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
I'll make sure to mark that.
Oh, one thing I almost forgot. Yeah?
And don't forget to clean the bottom of your boot for the big pile of shit you stepped in. Have a good day, Sergeant.